All right, guys, we're going to talk about the mass volume lab just to get you started on what you need to do procedure-wise. So go to RangerNet and download this lab from the assignment center so that you have it. Remember, always put your title, tasks that you can copy down from the lab, make your prediction, and then follow your instructions from there over materials and procedures. So today, part of the procedure that you're going to need to understand and apply, which some of you guys might already know how to do this. So please be really proactive with other guys at the table. If they don't understand how it works, you can help them out. So the way that we find volume in this lab, because we don't have objects that we can just take a ruler to and find the link width and height and calculate. We have irregularly shaped objects. So in order to find the volume, we're going to use something called water displacement. So this would be something to include in your procedure, how you accomplish this. So I'm just going to go over it briefly, but you guys have access to the notes for this, so you can go on there and review them. So when you guys are trying to find the volume of an irregularly shaped object, so I'm just going to say as my example, this is my object. Again, I can't measure it with a ruler, so I'm going to do water displacement. So the first thing that you need to do, which is in our instructions, is I'm going to take my graduated cylinder and put enough water in there so that if I place my object, I know that it would be completely submerged. Okay, and you can just hold it up to the side to make sure and double check. So now that I have this volume, I need to make sure, right, always flat on the surface, make sure you're eye level with it, and record that volume. Okay, so the next thing, I'm just going to take my object, place it into the graduated cylinder, and you should see that the water level actually goes up because that object is displacing some of the water based on the volume that it has. So now, again, flat surface, eye level, I'm going to record that as my final volume. So in my instructions for this on your procedure, now all I have to do is find the difference between that first measurement reading and now my final measurement reading. So remember, find the difference just means subtract. And you're going to want to take your final minus your initial because we don't want negative volume of an object. Doesn't work that way. Okay, so that's how you're going to find the volume of each object for today's lab. And I get asked this every single time. How do I get the object out of the graduated cylinder? So guys, you just have to take it and pour the water back out and then catch the object in your hand. Yes, there's going to be probably some spillage of water. That's fine. Use paper towels to clean it up. So for the mass, all you need to do is get the electronic balance and mass it. Now, it is important to note that my object now also has water on it. So if I have other particles on my object, the mass isn't necessarily going to be correct. So you have two options here. One, find the mass of each object first, and then find the volume by water displacement. Okay, or two, find the volume and then just dry off your object really, really well before you find the mass. Okay, so that part of your procedure is 100% up to you and your group. Okay, so go ahead, start your lab. Okay, make sure that you have your data before you leave this room today so that you can start working on the graph and the post lab and all that good stuff. So just let me know if you guys have any questions. Feel free to email, but I will not be back until Monday, so you won't get a response until Monday morning, just FYI. So I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I will see you Monday morning.